speaking of Iran, clip number 15, here is Scott Walker.
Kevin knows that Iran is not a place to do business with. You see, Iran hasn't changed much since the day he and the other hostages were released on President Reagan's first day in office. Looking ahead, we need to terminate the bad deal with Iran on the very first day in office.
Right. Yeah, the first day that Reagan was in office, actually, it was the minute. The minute that he raised his hand to take the oath of office, put his one hand on the Bible and raised his other hand, that was the minute that the plane left the ground in Tehran with our hostages, which was the Iranians' way of saying, done deal. Ronnie, you know, your campaign guy, Bill Casey, told us that if and there are some who say it was George Herbert Walker Bush. I'm skeptical of that. I think it was Bill Casey. But, you know, there's some evidence of either of them. A preponderance of the evidence seems to be Bill Casey, who was the campaign manager for Reagan, and Reagan paid him off for that by making him head of the CIA. And then when the Iran-Contra deal blew up, and it came out that Reagan was actually selling weapons in violation of U.S. law and international sanctions, was selling weapons to Iran, Bill Casey was subpoenaed to testify before Congress about, you know, where is this? Where did this start? Where did this come from? And the day that Bill Casey, the director of the CIA, the day that he was supposed to testify before Congress, and his lawyer, Milton Gould, had said he was going to tell the whole story, he was going to spill the beans. The day that happened, he had a seizure in the office of the director of Central Intelligence and was taken to Bethesda Memorial Hospital, to the Naval Hospital, and they cut open his brain and removed part of his left temporal lobe. That's Broca's region. That is the part that controls speech. He was unable to speak. It was like cutting out his tongue. He died a few weeks later from the surgery, from complications of the surgery. He was never able to testify, so we'll never know. But, you know, Scott Walker, yeah, Reagan was wonderful. Look at this. You know, first day in office, he got the hostages released. Yeah, he negotiated it like 8 months earlier, maybe longer than that. It's amazing. It's amazing. We'll be back. As I said, you know, Richard Nixon's temperament, Ronald Reagan's policies. If you like that, Scott Walker's your man. And he's, you know, coming to a Republican Party near you. You just watch.